Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery Channel. Kazakhstan, a country located in the heart of Central Asia, is known as the land of everything. With diverse natural landscapes, from vast grasslands to majestic mountain ranges, Kazakhstan lacks nothing in terms of terrain. This country also possesses rich mineral resources and an extremely diverse ethnic community, with many groups of brothers living together peacefully. What's more special, Kazakhstan not only has territory in Asia but also extends to Europe, creating a unique cultural and ethnic combination. It is this diversity that makes Kazakhstan an interesting, colorful country that constantly attracts tourists and researchers. Today, we will explore the special things about this Central Asian country. One thing that few people pay attention to about Kazakhstan is how large it is. Although it is located between two giant powers, Russia and China, Kazakhstan's area is over 2.72 million square kilometers, ranking 9th in the world in terms of territory. With such a large space, Kazakhstan stretches from Eastern Europe to Central Asia, and if you take a train from the far west to the far east, it will take you 50 hours. And that's just one way. Kazakhstan is called a landlocked country, meaning that the country is completely landlocked, but is completely surrounded by the mainland of other countries such as Russia, China, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Turkmenistan. Although it has no coastline that touches the ocean, Kazakhstan borders two large seas, the Aral Sea and the Caspian Sea. However, both are large lakes, not connected to the ocean, so the country is still considered landlocked. Interestingly, despite having no open sea, Kazakhstan has a navy that can be deployed in the Caspian Sea, a complex body of water that Kazakhstan shares with Russia, Iran, Azerbaijan, and Turkmenistan. Kazakhstan's navy has around 3,000 personnel and typically operates 14 coastal patrol vessels. With territory spanning two continents, Kazakhstan is a transcontinental country, with a unique blend of Europe and Asia, creating a unique culture and political strategy. Although Kazakhstan is geographically and culturally close to Central Asia, it still has a part of its territory in Europe, separated by the Ural River. About 1 million of Kazakhstan's 19.1 million people live in this area, creating a special feature in the country's territorial structure. Ethnically, Kazakhstan is a multi-ethnic mosaic, where many cultures from all over the world, from Asia to Europe, intersect. This diversity is largely due to its history with the Soviet Union. Significant historical events have had a strong impact on the ethnic structure of Kazakhstan. Between 1928 and 1936, about 360,000 people from Russia, Ukraine and Belarus were deported to Kazakhstan. In particular, since 1937, Koreans have also been resettled from the Far Eastern regions near the Central Asian border. Between 1940 and 1941, about 100,000 Poles were brought to Kazakhstan. During the Great Patriotic War, tens of thousands of Ban, Karachay, Ingush, and more than 110,000 Turks, along with 180,000 Tatars, were forced to leave their homeland and settle in Kazakhstan. All these migrations contributed to the formation of a multi-ethnic society, with more than 130 different ethnic groups present in Kazakhstan. The most numerous ethnic groups include Kazakhs, Russians, Uzbeks, Uyghurs, Ukrainians, Germans, Turks, Koreans, Azerbaijanis, and many others. Every May 1st, Kazakhstan celebrates the Day of National Unity, an important holiday celebrating the unity and harmony of its peoples. On this occasion, music programs, art performances and multicultural festivals are widely held, demonstrating the power of unity and diversity. This is an opportunity for Kazakhs, regardless of their ethnicity, to come together to celebrate the harmony and unity of a large and multi-ethnic country. Kazakhstan is a country where minerals are the most valuable resource. It is often said that every element in the periodic table is present in Kazakhstan. This was actually true in the past, when the number of elements in the periodic table did not exceed 100. Because the country discovered 99 elements. Although the periodic table now has more than 100 elements, the number of 99 elements that Kazakhstan possesses is still enough to affirm the country's mineral wealth. Some of the minerals that Kazakhstan possesses are among the world's leading in terms of reserves, including lead, zinc, chromium, and especially uranium. Kazakhstan is currently one of the leading countries in uranium production, ranking second in the world. In 2009, Kazakhstan became the world's largest producer of uranium, with over 14,000 tons of uranium per year. And by 2011, this had increased to over 19,000 tons, accounting for 35% of global production. However, Kazakhstan is unique in that it does not produce uranium for nuclear weapons, but instead is a completely nuclear-free country. Having just broken away from the Soviet Union, Kazakhstan inherited over 1.400 nuclear weapons. But by 1995, the country had voluntarily handed over all of these weapons to the Russian Federation. Kazakhstan was one of the first countries to completely abandon nuclear weapons, along with Ukraine, Belarus, and South Africa. In addition to uranium, Kazakhstan is also notable for other minerals, and is in the world's top 10 for coal, iron, copper, manganese, and gold reserves. Kazakhstan's gold mining industry is very developed, with gold present in many areas across the country. Therefore, it is not difficult to find places in Kazakhstan with the word gold in their names, such as the Golden Moon Hotel or the Golden Hills area, referring to the country's wealth in the gold mining industry. However, Kazakhstan's most important mineral resources are oil and natural gas. With the 11th largest oil and gas reserves in the world, this resource brings a huge amount of foreign currency to the country, playing a major role in the national economy. However, the dependence on the oil and gas industry also causes Kazakhstan's economy to fluctuate, as oil and gas prices can change unexpectedly, making the country's economy unstable at times. In 2013, Kazakhstan's GDP per capita reached nearly $14, an impressive figure. But just 3 years later, this figure has dropped sharply to about half. The country's economy is constantly fluctuating. But even so, compared to the countries that split from the Soviet Union, Kazakhstan is still the most developed and richest country. However, natural minerals are not the only resources that Kazakhstan possesses. Kazakhstan is not only rich in natural resources, but also possesses an extremely rich and diverse terrain. In a large country like Kazakhstan, you can find all kinds of terrain that are rarely found anywhere else in the world, from snow-capped mountains all year round, deep lakes, to vast steppes and vast plains, even desolate deserts and endless sand dunes. With its diverse and majestic natural landscape, Kazakhstan is compared to the Switzerland of Central Asia, although it has no sea and no bordering countries like Switzerland. However, nature compensates for this country with snow-capped silver mountains and beautiful lakes. One of them is Candy Lake, a famous lake with a forest submerged deep under the lake. In 1911, a strong earthquake caused a limestone landslide, creating a natural lagoon. Rainwater from the surrounding cliffs poured here, forming Candy Lake, located at an altitude of more than 2.00 meters above sea level. This lake is about 400 meters long and the deepest is 30 meters. What is special is that in the middle of the lake, the white spruce trunks have long been submerged underwater, creating a strange sight that few places in the world can compare to. These spruce trees, although growing upside down underwater, are still healthy and form a dense forest under the lake surface. Besides Candy Lake, Kazakhstan also has another natural wonder, Balkhash Lake. This is a strange lake, with half fresh water and half salt water, making it a unique phenomenon in the world. Such natural wonders have created a mystical beauty for Kazakhstan, making this country an attractive destination, not only for mineral lovers but also for followers of wild and beautiful nature. In addition to its majestic natural wonders, Kazakhstan also impresses with its peaceful countryside, where cattle farms and small wooden houses lie amidst vast steppes. The scenery here reminds people of peaceful villages in northern Europe. But not only with beautiful nature, Kazakhstan is also an ideal destination for those who love winter sports. The British newspaper Daily Mail once published an article asking whether it is worth skipping the ski resorts in the Alps to go skiing in Kazakhstan in the winter. With great geographical conditions, a cold climate not inferior to Austria or Switzerland, and quality services like in Europe but affordable prices like in Asia, Kazakhstan is truly a great choice for those who want to experience skiing without worrying about the cost. One of the highlights is Mount Medio, home to the world's highest ice skating rink. Hundreds of world records for ice skating and skiing have been set here. Kazakhstan is not only famous for its winter sports, but also for its cultural and natural heritage. With 3 cultural heritages and 2 natural heritages recognized by UNESCO, Kazakhstan is a treasure trove of rich flora and fauna and a diverse culture. Reasonable costs, friendly and hospitable people are the factors that make Kazakhstan an attractive destination. However, one thing to note is that the main languages spoken in Kazakhstan are Kazakh and Russian. Most people do not speak English, except for those working in the tourism industry or young people and students in big cities like the capital Astana. Kazakhstan is also famous for its strange and unique architectural works. One of them is the Peace Pyramid in Astana, which opened in late 2006. This is not only an impressive architectural work but also a cultural center with a 1.50-seat opera house, a library and a research center on ethnic communities of Kazakhstan. Another project is the world's largest tent, Kansa, up to 150 meters high, designed with 3 layers of synthetic polymer, providing insulation and minimizing the impact of harsh weather, while allowing natural light to pass through. In addition, Kazakhstan also owns one of the tallest smokestacks on the planet, belonging to the Ekobastuz coal power plant, with a height of up to 420 meters. In particular, Kazakhstan is home to the first Soviet aerospace facility, which sent the first human into space. This facility is now open to the public, and visitors can buy tickets to learn about the history of space. With rich natural resources, diverse landscapes, unique culture and unique architectural works, Kazakhstan is truly a special country. Despite its somewhat harsh climate, this country always attracts tourists because of the wonderful blend of Central Asian culture and the influence of European and Asian ethnicities. Kazakhstan is truly an interesting destination, with so many fascinating things to explore. Hopefully through this video, you have a new perspective on Kazakhstan. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to follow the next interesting videos. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.